Hello, I'm Erica Aiken. I'm a mom of three, history adjunct professor, and a student at Walden University. I'm working on my PhD in education with a specialization in learning, instruction, and innovation. Bluefield State College is a small HBCU and is nestled in the Appalachian Mountains of southern West Virginia. At Bluefield State, I teach History 102, World History, to freshman students who have been largely isolated in the Appalachian Mountains. They need an opportunity to interact with students from around the country or around the globe. We're looking for other history students at a traditional HBCU who are studying more modern world history since World War II and have been studying the United Nations in particular. There are 4 key student learning outcomes for this gNet project. First, students will be able to construct viable arguments and critique the reasoning of others, which is our content objective. Second, they will also incorporate ideas of a variety of cultures in order to improve the quality of life, which is our cultural objective. Next, they will balance listening, speaking, leading, and following in a group, which is our collaboration objective. And finally, they will produce effective communication through multiple medium and technologies, which is our 21st century skills objective. This 4-week unit will introduce students to the Committee for Human Rights in the United Nations. Students will work in groups within their local classrooms and collaborate with partner teams from the other class, which will culminate in a performance of a simulated Model United Nations debate. In week 1, students will join groups of 4 in their local classrooms and be teamed with another group from the other class. They will then post personal introductions to the Moodle discussion boards. In week 2, students will submit proposals to determine what topics from the Commission on Human Rights they will debate. Each team will have 2 topics for debate, 1 from each classroom group. In week 3, local groups will choose a country to represent in the debate. They may not choose the United States. Teams will then conduct research on cultural values and political stances of their member nations. In the 4th and final week, students will conduct a mock debate via Skype with one or both of the instructors moderating. The goal should be for students to have a resolution to address one or both of their debate topics. As you heard in the previous slides, there are some weeks that students work as individuals in small groups from local classrooms and together with their partner groups from the other classrooms. Each team will be made up of 2 4-person groups, and each group will have members in the following defined roles. First, each group will have a leader who is in charge of ensuring all members participate and contribute to discussions. Second, each group will have a recorder. The recorder will keep track of research that the group completes using a Google Drive doc with appropriate citations. Next is tech support, who will ensure that all group members are well versed in Google Docs, Moodle, discussions, and Skype. And finally, the head diplomat will foster collaborative conversations that are respectful of cultural differences. And this person will also be in charge of contacting instructors if there are any causes for concern. To assess the content outcomes, students will be graded using a performance rubric during the mock debate. To assess the cultural outcomes, students will be graded using the same performance rubric during the mock debate, as well as a cultural understanding self-assessment that they will complete before and after the gNet unit. To assess the 21st century skill outcome, instructors will assess the quality of Moodle discussion posts, Google Docs submissions, and the student's ability to communicate via Skype during the debate. To assess the collaboration outcome, students will complete anonymous peer checklists to rank the performance of their group members after the project is completed. A gNet project at first may seem intimidating to both teachers and students. However, if we're willing to get our hands dirty, these interactions can provide meaningful and lifelong lessons that teach us the value of diversity.